Preparing to live stream the webinar, it says. All right, what do we got? Himabin, Jamini is from India. Sonia is in New Zealand. Mariam from Pakistan, taking the test on the 18th of August. India, Prasad. Himabin is in Australia. I should really clean my desk. It's a disgrace. Madeira from Malaysia. Frank from the Philippines, taking the exam on July 19. Tanuja from India, taking it at the end of July. Albert's in India. Cool. Okay, great. And Orvi's here from Mumbai. Fantastic. All right. What we're going to do, and if you're on YouTube, hello everyone on YouTube, I'm just going to give you, what we're going to do today is I'm just going to give you a quick little walkthrough of the website because it's quite complicated. E2 language is quite complicated. There's lots of stuff going on in the website. So I just want to make sure that you understand everything that's possible with E2 language. So I'm going to show you the platform and talk to you about some of that stuff. So just bear with me here while I get this across. Hopefully you can see my screen. Cool. Hello, everybody. My name is Jay. I'm one of the expert PTE teachers here at E2 Language and now E2 School. I'm not sure if you've seen E2 School yet, but it's our new project and it's really cool. So first of all, welcome to E2 Language if you've just signed up. I hope it's all going well for you. Hope you're preparing nicely. And if you're a free user, I hope the free materials are treating you well. As I said, what I'm going to do in this short 20-minute presentation is just talk to you about how E2 language works. First thing I want to talk to you about is the teachers. It's not just me, by the way. Many people think that it's just Jay doing the teaching, but in fact we have, I think we have 8 teachers or more on PTE. Let me introduce them. So we've got John from Canada. We've got Megan from Canada, who I believe is living in Oxford and studying at Oxford University at the moment. She's super smart. Rahila from the USA with a Master of Arts in TESOL. Melinda from Australia. These are very well-educated people. Anna from Brazil, Colin from the UK, and Sarah from the UK. So they're your PTE teachers. They deliver the live classes, they take the tutorials, the study plan consultations, and they also mark your writing as well and speaking. So you know you're in safe hands with these teachers. Let me just give you a little background about E2 language and the history of E2 language. So we actually started in 2010, believe it or not. So it's 9 years old. So it's been going for quite a long time, but most of the time it was spent in research and development. So actually having the website up and having the courses running and having you fabulous people come through is about 3 years old. And in 3 years, we've helped, I can't say exactly the number, but I think we've helped about 750,000 candidates pass their test. Okay, so we've had 750,000 people sign up to the website in 3 years. And I'd say, well, yeah, most, if not all, we've helped pass the test, which is awesome. We actually have a partnership with Pearson on the PTE. So if you go to, what's the website? Is it Pearson, Pearson PTE? PTE Pearson, I can't remember the official website where you sign up for the Pearson Test of English. You'll actually see that E2 Language is a trusted partner of Pearson's, which is amazing. And we also we've won numerous awards, including Quality Assurance from NIAS, which not many online language schools get at all. One of the coolest things about E2 Language is the live classes that we do. I think these are freaking awesome because we've got fabulous teachers like Anna. And what they do is they take you through like a mock type test. They put you under exam-like conditions where you have to think through the answers yourself. All of our questions, by the way, are exam-like and very good quality. And then the teacher will actually explain to you why the answer is the way it is and talk to you about method and talk to you about time management, etc. These happen twice a day, 4 days a week. Sorry, let's go through this. Monday to Thursday, twice a day. This is Melbourne time. So if you're in India, it's going to be earlier, for example. Expert teachers, exam-like questions, full answer explanations. And starting in a few weeks, we're going to do Saturday live mock tests with feedback, which is going to be cool. But that's coming up. Currently on the platform, you can book tutorials. Simply what you do is you click book tutorial, a little scheduler appears, you choose a day, you choose a time, you choose the tasks that you want to do. You can do up to 3. And then you'll meet one-on-one with one of the teachers whom I mentioned before, and you'll spend 45 minutes getting personalized tuition on your speaking or your writing or your speaking and writing or your reading or whatever. Okay, I think this is the fastest way to improve. I think it's really difficult to know what your errors are in English when you're speaking or you're writing, for example, or if you're struggling with reading. Some of those methods are difficult to understand, but if you're with an expert teacher, that teacher can pinpoint what you're doing wrong, which is more important than what you're doing right, and tell you how to improve. They're also recordable, so you can watch them later and listen to your performance. Other consultations we have include study plan consultation, where some people have actually failed their exam a number of times. So you can sit down with one of the teachers and go through a kind of like an orientation session and just make sure that you know what's going on, how everything works, when to book your tutorials, how to submit your writing assessments, etc. We also offer a pre-test strategy session. These are helpful. These are very helpful. I've taken these tests a number of times for research purposes. And I always feel like the night before you take the test that you think, oh, I don't know the answer to that question. So the idea of a pre-test strategy session is that you book it a few days before or a day before you take your exam. So you have 15 minutes one-on-one with the teacher just to ask any last-minute questions and have your doubts. What do you do to doubts? Squished, squashed, something like that. You get rid of your doubts. Also, a post-test consultation is sometimes people are unsuccessful, even if they practice a lot. So we make sure that we meet you one-on-one if that's the case, just to talk about strategies for the next time you take a test. We offer feedback through the system, including writing feedback, which looks like this. This is an essay, for example. You type up your essay, you click submit. Within 48 hours, you receive a report card detailing all of the different criteria or what the computer's looking for in your writing with a high, medium, low, as well as comments according to you. Same thing with speaking. You submit your speaking through the system. One of our expert teachers will actually assess it, send you back feedback so you know what you're doing right and wrong. These are our courses. You can check this out on the main website, or if you click the upgrade button. One thing I do want to talk to you about, which is really cool, is E2 School. So E2 School is a new website that we're building, and it's in beta testing. Beta testing means that it's not finished. We just have like a first version out. It's a bit slow, it's a bit ugly. But if you do go to the courses like Grammar Review, Speaking Lab for Pronunciation, or Test Ready, which is like a vocab building course, you'll see that the course content is fantastic. So if you can push through the frustrating bits for the performance issues, etc., you'll find that these courses are excellent. So we're going to be building out this website over the next few years, I guess. But it's also a perfect website that you can tell your children about, or your friends, or your nieces and nephews, for example. At the moment, it's completely free. What we're really trying to do here is build a website that you can properly learn English from, like not a silly sort of thing like Duolingo, but a website where you can genuinely improve your vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation, general English skills. That's our aim, and it's challenging, but we'll get there. And we're also going to have a general English course with levels 1, 2, and 3. That's the end of my presentation. So if you have any questions, please put them into the chat for me. Okay, I'm just going to open YouTube. Just bear with me so I can check the YouTube live link and see if anyone has any questions there. PTE. There we go. Whoops. Thank you, Mukesh Agi, for saying I'm wonderful. That's very nice of you. And you have a very nice picture of a dog with some swimming goggles, which is lovely. Okay. Hari Krishnan says, I'm having the exam tomorrow. Good luck, Hari Krishnan. Okay, High Life Things is something I'm not going to repeat. Okay, this is an interesting one. Lovepreet Singh says, I'm practicing PTE, but I'm not concentrating on learning. It's a good question, and it's good that you've identified that, because there's a difference between test preparation and building your fundamental English skills. If you've got great English skills, if your grammar, vocab, pronunciation are already good, then you just need test prep. Cool. Go into the e2language.com, sign up to one of our courses, learn the overviews, learn the methods, do the practice, get some feedback, maybe take a tutorial, join the live classes, you're done, okay? And how long you prepare for depends on how good your English is. If your English is not that good, if you do need to improve some of your fundamental skills, check out E2 School. That's the website where you build your basic skills. Then once you've done that, come across to E2 Language, or you can do them at the same time. That's the idea, but good on you for admitting that, Lovepreet. Charles, hi from South Africa, writing my PT exam today. Nerves are shot. Thanks for your help, Jay. Charles, you'll be right. You'll be right. Stay strong. Stay strong. Lyrical Buxy says, I need a 90 in my PT, but I'm struggling. Don't know what else to do. I'm not sure if you're a paid member of E2 Language, but seriously, the cost of the test is 330 Australian dollars each time you sit it. Please prepare. If you're not getting the scores you want, do prepare. Jay, hey, this is a good question. Let me answer this one. Saad says, I want to upgrade from silver to platinum. Yes, you can do that. You can start with a lower course, and if you need extra help, you can upgrade between courses. That's fine. Roshani says, Jay, do you have any mock tests on your website? Not at the moment, but in approximately 3 weeks, we will have a PTE mini mock test with feedback, which means that you do the test on the computer and you submit through your writing and speaking, and our teachers will not only give you a score for the overall test, but they'll also give you specific feedback on each of the speaking tasks and each of the writing tasks. It's going to be awesome, but I'm sorry, it's 3 weeks away for that. Okay, let me go into the Zoom chat now. So I'm looking on YouTube Live here. Okay. Yeah, Mariam, yes, the mock tests are on their way, so hold on for that. Okay, Albert says that was informative. Rabin says, how to get free live classes. So each week we give away 1 free live class. Each week we do 8 live classes. Okay, 8 live classes a week. We give 1 for free. So if you want all of them, even through the Express package, you get 10 live classes of your choice. Sonia, it sounds like you need a tutorial. Frank, here's a practical question. Do we have a break during the PT exam? Yes. After the reading section, before the listening section, which is the last section, you can take I think it's a 10-minute break, and I recommend that you do. Just do some breathing exercises. I'm not sure if you can eat, but certainly eating, getting some sugar into your system will help you for your listening section. Jay, the erasable notepad that we're getting during the exam, is it like paper or is it like plastic? It's plastic. It's plastic, and you get like one of these markers here, like an erasable type of marker where you can write and rub it out, okay? Adnan, I have given PTE 6 times. Adnan, 6 times 330 is a lot of money. You need to, I hope you're a paid member, honestly. Alex, do you know much about the mock test that Pearson provide? If so, which is the best package? I think it's a very good idea to start your preparation with one of the official mock tests. So go to Pearson PTEpractice.com. You can just buy one, see how you go. If you get a low score, you're not happy with your results, come across to E2 Language, do some proper preparation. If you get a high score, then that's good. You can probably push on and take the exam or take the Express course. Jay, do you give tutorials on weekends as well? Yes. Our teachers also work on weekends. You may have to book a little bit in advance if you want to take a tutorial on a Saturday or Sunday. I think the Pearson mock tests are $39 US each. Ung Tan from Singapore, I think the Express course will suit you. You can certainly try it. If you want to upgrade again, you can do that. Pradeepa, Jay, I want to score maximum in PTE. I have only a month to prepare. I can spend 2 hours per day. Can you suggest how can I achieve my target? Look, I think feedback is just so critical for these exams because you're speaking, you're writing, you have no idea if you're doing it right or wrong. Little grammatical things, big pronunciation issues. So whatever you do, one of the packages, make sure you get some feedback from our teachers. Can I use Control Z during the writing exam? No, I think that the copy and paste functions have been, I can't answer that for sure, but I'm pretty sure they've been, what's the word? They don't work. I took the IELTS, computer-based IELTS recently, and I don't think the copy and paste thing worked. Where do I get practice material for each section? There's a good website I know called e2language.com. Chow Chu Wu. Jay, I've passed the OET, but it may be expired when I need it. I'm not sure what level do I have now. First thing you should do is find out if your results are still valid. If they are not, then you can sign up to our OET course. Okay, this is a great question from Abor Mr. Bazara. Does the mock test scoring by E2 Language, is it the same as the Pearson criteria? Yes, to a very high level of accuracy. We are very good. I tell you what, I don't want to discourage our competition, but there are some websites out there that offer mock tests and feedback, and the feedback you get is not good feedback. Let me tell you that. It's actually very challenging. Like if you're going to give feedback on a PT essay or PT speaking, for example, or IELTS writing, you need to really know it back to front. The criteria is incredibly complex, right? Anyway, I think you can be safe with us. I can't vouch for the others. Cool. All right, let me answer a few more questions and then I'm going to run because I have to do some more work. Jay, are templates helpful or not? Templates are not helpful. The PT scoring mechanism for writing can spot templates. It cannot spot structures. Structures are, a template is when you have like a pre-written essay and you're just filling the gaps with words, okay? It's inflexible. You can't answer the question that you're given on test day. It's not a good idea. It's certainly not a good idea for IELTS because boom, you'll get a 0 in IELTS if you use a template. For PTE, you can use, and IELTS, you can use a structure. That is, you have a basic idea of what the introduction will be, as in the first sentence should do this, the second sentence does this, the third sentence does this. The paragraph should have 4 parts. The first part is this. This is a structure. And knowing the structure allows you to write, for example, about anything. In fact, even for me, just if I want to write an essay, just having that structure is incredibly helpful. I still use it. So yes, structure's good, templates are bad. Same thing with describe, image, and retell lecture. You want a basic structure that you can follow, like you know how to create an introduction, you know how to create the body and a conclusion, but you don't want to memorize something. There's also, when you memorize something, it puts you under enormous pressure on test day because you're keeping all this stuff in your head. Not a good idea. You want to be as relaxed as possible on test day. And so I really don't recommend memorizing templates. Jay, will the PT mock test you're building be available for everyone or only for paid members? No, it'll be available for everyone, including free members. Of course, it won't be free because we need to pay our teachers to do the marking. So yes, I'm not sure of the price yet, but you'll soon find out. But what I can tell you is the mock test that we give won't just give you a score. It will give you a score, but more importantly, in the reading section, it's going to tell you which questions you're doing poorly in, okay? More than that, for the writing and speaking, it's going to give you detailed, personalized feedback from the teacher on your performance. So that's going to be cool. Urvi, do we get free material on E2? Yes, currently you get about 5% of the material on E2 for free. So if you do upgrade, you get much, much more. Kui Hin Lam. How do I know my speaking or writing level before submitting any assessment as practice ones are not scored? You don't. You have to submit an assessment to then know your level, okay? Okay, I'll finish with this one. Hello, Mohammed Hussein from Syria. Nice to have you here. Srikanth. Jay, I'm not gaining courage for the exam, but I'm studying hard. Any tips? I really do understand and empathize with you about the psychological aspect of test taking. It can be very nerve-wracking and very, it can make you very anxious. I think the PT is great, to be honest. I like computer-based tests. I find them far less intimidating than paper-based tests. To be perfectly honest with you, I hate paper-based tests. They're awful. I hate writing them. I just don't like the feeling. Give me a computer any day. I feel much more confident. So there's that. The computer's better. I mean, why are you not confident? Confidence comes from knowing something, right? If you think about it, if you know something, if you feel very well versed, you know a lot about something, you'll feel confident about speaking about something, for example. So it really does come down to preparation. It comes down to getting feedback, finding out what you're doing wrong, finding out what you need to do to get a high score. I think attending our live classes, because they put you under exam-like pressure, there's a timer, for example, with the teacher. I think that's very helpful. Cool. Anyway, that's enough from me. I just wanted to teach you about E2 language, tell you how it works. And if you have any questions, you can go to help.e2language.com. Otherwise, you can start straight away and check out any of our courses. Cool. Thank you very much for coming in. I'm sorry about how messy my desk is. Next time I might clean that up. Anyway, nice to see you. Thanks very much for coming. See you soon.